WWE Backlash is tonight, Sunday, live on the WWE Network, and this is the first SmackDown only pay-per-view since the brand split and the draft that happened back in July. But I do want to focus on a few of the lower card matches first, but two of the lower card matches are actually meaningful. The WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament has taken some unexpected turns. The Usos turning heel. American Alpha not in the championship match, which I think is the biggest mistake that they've completely done here. But I understand what they're trying to do. American Alpha is already, in a lot of people's eyes, an established tag team. So in my opinion, I would give the established tag team the actual championships to establish them as the best tag team in WWE from the very beginning. You're not giving it to the Usos, who've already had the titles multiple times. You're not giving it to Ryder and Mojo Rawley as the Hype Bros. But if you had to pick whoever's left, I do think Heath Slater and Rhino should win. Capitalize, build on the momentum that they have had with Heath Slater. And Rhino has been a perfect counterpart with Slater. Slater needs to earn that contract, and what better way than being the brand's first ever tag team champions. But I do think they missed the big opportunity in establishing from the very beginning American Alpha. Speaking of establishing, the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion six-pack challenge. A lot of fresh faces, a couple of established veterans. Who do you give it to? Well, I think you got to go with the last kicker, Becky Lynch. And once again, going back to what I talked previously about the tag team titles, you got to establish credibility. You're having Charlotte and Sasha Banks compete on Raw. SmackDown needs to see a woman with a championship around her waist that is up to those girls' levels. And who better than Becky Lynch, the woman that competed with the aforementioned Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Give it to the last kicker, but don't be surprised if they turn a complete 180 and give it to someone such as Carmella, or maybe even Alexa Bliss, because they could need it more than an already fan favorite and popular Becky Lynch. Looking further into the card, The Miz and Dolph Ziggler, I put all of my money and then some on The Miz winning this. You cannot take the title off of a guy who's capitalized with the biggest opportunities and has been able to really give WWE a jolt of adrenaline on SmackDown when their champion is taking a couple of weeks off, and when American Alpha is taking a couple of weeks off. The Miz is the best mouthpiece, the most believable champion, the most believable heel. You got to continue to ride that momentum. Speaking of momentum, somebody who has had none, Bray Wyatt needs to, and this is a recurring thing, needs to win and defeat Randy Orton. But I do think the lights go out. I think Bray Wyatt gets some help, and I think you preserve a little bit of that ass kicking that Randy Orton had at the hands of Brock Lesnar for a future date with the Beast Incarnate past the WWE live event. But I do think Bray Wyatt wins, and I do think some shenanigans, not stealing it off of you, David Hero or Damian Nelson, occur, and Wyatt becomes the victor. And heading into the championship match, Dean Ambrose, a guy that I am notoriously blasting through Eisenberg Reacts on WrestleZone every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And also here on WrestleZone CSR, Chairshot Reality, Justin was his boy. They were best friends for the longest time. Well, they weren't really best friends, but Justin just kind of wised up and realized Seth Rollins was the place to be like everybody else. AJ Styles. I watched his Royal Rumble debut. I watched his WrestleMania match, all in the past week, really getting an understanding of how he can become champion, and this is the next step for Styles. Sorry, Dean Ambrose, in my mind, you were nothing more than a transitional champion, a guy holding a title for somebody who needed to beat you to become the best. And you cannot take a step down with AJ Styles and have him not become champion after 1 month of just beating the face that used to run the place, and John Cena. So guys, I know that you agree, disagree with some of my opinions. LeBar, you're kind of smart. Juice, Renell, I understand where you guys are going with. You're those young guys. You like the youthful faces. You want these youthful guys taking over for some championships. But those are my picks. Josh Eisenberg 4 on Twitter. Check out CSR all weekend long. Welcome to the Team Juice. But don't worry, like I interrupted, I'm going to continue to be a thorn in every single one of your candy-ass sides, because Eisenberg will never, ever go away. So drink it in.